Welcome, folks, to today's episode of Gary's Double Wash. This here's a wild ride of comedy and chaos, and it's all for your entertainment. This is purely satire. If you think this is your dirty laundry, it's not. If you're easily offended or don't like sudsy shenanigans, maybe it's time to switch on over to the rinse cycle, because this one is gonna get dirty.
Appreciate it if anyone hearing this broadcast would communicate with us, as we are very anxious to know how far the broadcast is reaching and how it is being received.
Let's see who can say the most racist thing. You go first.
Welcome to Gary's where the clothes get clean. Washing up the fabric in a shiny washing machine. VIP section, just a little touch of flair. For the finest threads, come and hang out here. So drop your laundry, let the suds roll free. A little fun on one special day, see. Gary's double wash, come spin, come shine. Fresh and clean clothes will be feeling just fine. Step into our world, we'll have some fun. At Gary's double wash, clean.
My zipper just opened on its own. I don't even know what happened.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of Gary's Double Wash. It's finally a topic that's near and dear to our hearts, and one that I think is going to bring us in a lot of new listeners. So if this is your first episode of Gary's Double Wash, I just want to say welcome. We love you. We include everybody here. And here at Gary's Double Wash, we scrub the truth till it shines or falls apart like a cheap wig. In February 2007, Trey, have you heard of February, Trey?
Isn't that the month right before March?
It is. After January. In 2007, in Tarzana, California, pop megastar Britney Spears walks into... she's pop's golden girl at this time. All right? She's probably the most famous woman in the planet before Kim Kardashian took over. And I'm not saying Britney Spears is the most talented person in the world. Definitely more talented than Kim Kardashian.
I mean, Britney, you said this was close to the heart. It's a little more south for me than the heart, but yeah, I mean, this is great. I love talking about Britney. You know me.
So get this. Britney Spears walks into this tiny barbershop, and she just shaves all of her hair off.
I remember that. It was Esther's hair salon, actually. I remember this.
Her hair probably had an insurance policy on it. She was a mega star. That would be like... that would be like Taylor Swift today, walking in and just shaving all of her hair off. Could you?
I mean, she could probably pull it off, though.
Taylor could pull off whatever she'd like.
She could pull off her panties.
Come on, Trey. With all due respect.
Sorry. Very carefully and respectfully do it, though.
This year's sad. Oh man, any day of the week, right? But do you look? She looks a lot like her mom. And like, do you think her mom's looking at Taylor like, man, if I was 60 pounds thinner? Do you think that?
I mean, I think lots of things, but that thought has never crossed my mind looking at Taylor Swift. I never even looked at her mom. It's crazy.
So oh yeah, you should check it out.
You know what?
She's cute. She's cute, right? But so Britney Spears.
Her mom can just shake it off.
Britney goes full G.I. Jane while the whole world watches. It was it a cry for help? Or was she being controlled by the Illuminati? Tonight, we're going to dive into the bald truth.
Wait, hold on.
What happened with Britney Spears?
No, you got to stop. What's that?
That was our transition. Like, now we're going back. Do you remember? Man, I've tugged and tugged and tugged at the heartstrings.
You know me.
The Britney movement. And Britney Spears has had so many. She's been famous for a long time.
Dude, I've done so much tugging to Britney. I'm still tugging to Britney. You see the picture. I sent it to you, the crying one.
Who I think was tugging at her, the lizard people. I think they faxed her a memo. She was dodging paparazzi. It was like some kind of mind control. The tabloids were after her.
Almost like you just took the words right out of my mouth. I mean, I feel it. Boink. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, what's going on with that? But yeah, so you're trying to tell me that lizard people like pick Britney out of everybody. They're like, hey, we could talk to anybody, right? But we're gonna fuck with Britney Spears. That girl, we're gonna send her a memo, right? We're gonna just get her in her head, and we're gonna say, you know what? Grab that clipper, grab it, and just go. I don't think so.
If you look at these celebrities and stuff without makeup, they're really average looking. There's got to be something to get that herd of people to cheer for her that hard. It's a lot of makeup.
Have you seen her ass?
Ads. Yeah, back on the Rolling Stones when Rolling Stone was a magazine.
Oh, man, I'll tell you. So the crazy part is it's not even Britney Spears anymore. It's now Zyla Maria River Red. She's changed her name. She's got this whole new image she's going through. Like, she's trying to be wholesome, and that turned me off. I wanted to do it again.
She's not. She was posting naked pictures of herself on Instagram like 2 weeks ago.
Really? Send me those.
I had to block her. But Trey, isn't it weird that we've come to this? Right? When you've masturbated to "Oops, I Did It Again," who knows how many thousands of times?
Oh, I do. I have exactly. I have a chart. It's been 8,200 times. 63 actually.
Yeah. So, but now we wouldn't touch her, right?
I would touch her.
Picture this, folks. Britney Spears, eyes wild, shaving her head like she's auditioning for a Mad Max, right? But the paparazzi are climbing all around, right? This has been 18 years ago. Her bodyguard's there.
Hell yeah.
A cape like a matador. Chaos. This was,
Whoosh. You know what I mean? It's like, hey.
Yeah, like a matador. Whoosh. Charging bulls. That's crazy. I never fight a bull. You ever been to the running of the bulls?
Nah, man. If I'm running, there's probably a bull chasing me, though. There's something.
God, well, maybe.
Why the fuck would you do that? Have you ever watched those videos of people running from the bulls and getting speared? Like, that was a great idea. You didn't think about that? Dude, he's got horns. I mean, it's running at you. You pissed it off. They're dumb. Boink. Jesus.
Hey, listen, I've been throwing some spears, if you know what I mean. 24 inches, this was something straight out of MKULTRA or Stranger Things. The biggest, most hottest pop star in the world goes in, like the CIA programmed her to self-destruct or something.
Yeah.
Toxic wasn't just a bob; it was a code.
Talk about toxic. Listen, it's like you're out there connecting dots like a toddler with a crayon. It's just all over the place, right? I mean, it's just like there's a dot boink, there's a dot boink, right? She was going through divorce, bro. Custody battles, 24/7 people stalk. Imagine this. Every place you go. Everywhere you go, there's somebody there flashing the camera.
Kevin Federline was nothing. She was the biggest pop star in the world. You get a divorce, whoosh, you throw them right out the door, and you got the next guy. Right? She's Britney Spears. She could have had anybody other than Justin Timberlake.
You could add me, Britney. You still could. Listen to this. No, imagine your life. Here's your life, right? One day you're nobody. You do a song, people grab you, and everybody's trying to fucking get on you. There's cameras every flash. You keep on having seizures because there's so many strobing lights, right?
Whoosh,
I tell you right now. So, I mean, I pay attention. To Britney. She actually talked about this recently in People. It was like 2023. She said shaving her head was a way of pushing back at the world, of trying not to be as attractive, as not to be that image everybody saw her as. Man, it wasn't the CIA. It was just a woman just trying to be. It was actually a basket case tied to being a circus act.
When
Boink.
Everybody wanted to see her naked, she wouldn't let anybody see her naked. Now nobody wants to see her naked, and it's like, you can see her naked.
Dude, I still want to see her naked. I don't know why you're doing all this, saying all this nobody stuff. I'm somebody.
So why did she go in? Was it MKUltra?
What?
Was it?
No, it was not MKUltra. It was MK fucking tired of this shitra.
I think it might have been the Illuminati.
No, so the Illuminati goes after rappers, right? I mean, you see him up there with the Jay-Z with the freaking little triangle, like that's where the Illuminati goes. It's not a white thing. I'm not the prejudiced one. That's you. I'm just saying.
There's two theories here. One is that she had a breakdown after her breakup with Justin Timberlake. Another theory is she was replaced with a clone. What happened? We're gonna bring in our Hollywood insider. Called Jerry, the insider, and he's gonna break it down for us.
Jerry, you didn't just make that up.
Hello, my name is Jerry. I'm a Hollywood insider. Thank you so much for having me into the prestigious Gary's Double Watch studio. I think it is fantastic that you gentlemen are finally talking about pop culture in a way that is real and will resonate with people. We're talking about Britney Spears today, and I am the senior fellow of Britney Spears information in my household, and there's 3 gay guys in the home, so you could imagine that my expertise is quite extensive.
Jerry, is it? Jerry?
J-E.
I would probably spell it E-U-G-E-N-E, but okay, Jerry.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that you would misspell it, Jerry.
I want to say that just you have to understand just being that attractive.
And I will say, Trey commented that you are very attractive.
I wasn't talking about him.
Okay. Well,
I digress. Listen, my looks are world legendary. Everybody knows that, and that is why that I am riffraff. I can come and go as I please in all of these Hollywood indie parties. Did you go to any of the Diddy parties?
Any titty parties?
You cannot ask me about. Yes, when
you smell like baby oil right now. We know the answer.
When Elena got her titties, I was there. When Christina got her titties, I was there. When Ruby got her titties, I was there. Those titty parties. Listen, sweetheart, if you're gonna spend $40,000...
Hey, stop rubbing my leg with your foot.
If you're gonna spend $40,000, don't buy a bag, buy some titties, girl.
Don't touch me.
You're not in the studio.
You got a long leg.
That's not a leg, darling.
Next.
Anyways, so Britney walks into this place. She shaves her head. She's under enormous pressure. The girl was 16 years old, laying down on her back with her titties out for Rolling Stone for the world to see. Oh, I appreciated those pictures.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, not now. I wouldn't look at them because you're 16.
You know, that was actually her childhood bedroom. So yeah, no, that was her real bed. I was obsessed with Britney Spears. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, me too. And I really think the Free Me Britney...
I was out after like the second album.
Hold on, Jerry, you look like more of a Kevin Federline guy to yourself. You really don't look like...
If you would like to talk about K-Fed, I'm happy to schedule another time, but today you have paid me today to talk about Britney Spears. Okay, so
Oops.
after her divorce from Kevin, she went a bit toxic. You know what I mean? She felt like she was pressured into divorce. She always wanted a family. She wanted to love her children quite dearly. And then she showed her pussy.
Whoa, respect.
Did you not see it when she was hanging out with Paris?
You don't mention her children and her vagina in the same sentence, Jerry. Who the fuck are you?
Where do you think they came from?
Right. Do you think they want to think about that ride?
Brother, they can see it on the internet.
So actually, your son, Jaden's like 18 right now. They've been kind of rebuilding their relationship. Saw a picture of them together. It's kind of cute.
Was it on her Instagram?
No, she had clothes on, Jerry. You're being fucking weird now.
Why are you looking at pictures of her?
Why would you not?
Anyways, Britney had a breakdown, and the hostilities here in the studio are leading me to feel like I should just...
No, I'm sorry. Come
you
on.
and
Come
coach
on.
you.
Come on. No, come on. I'm sorry. I apologize. Boink, I'm good now.
Okay, so what if her head shaving was a distress signal? And it started the Free Britney music, but it was all programmed by MKULTRA. Look at all of these people, all of the kids. They weren't even alive when Britney was famous. And now they want to Free Britney. And they cry and they go to her songs. They're like, I don't know any of Britney Spears songs. Can you tell me Britney Spears songs?
Yeah, I can. Toxic? Oops, I did it again? I mean, oops, I did it again? Listen, she probably just wanted a low-maintenance haircut, man. MKUltra, you know MKUltra is the government, right? They're programming people for a purpose. What's the purpose here, Jerry? Help me out.
What if the paparazzi were like Illuminati agents? Like that, I heard that hip hop has been used to influence culture to get people to feed the prison industrial complex.
Or what if they were all just self-centered, entitled jerks with cameras, buddy? Boink, come on.
Right, but what if the Britney Spears thing pushed because women got a lot sluttier after that page, right? Like we went too far.
I mean, I'm speechless. The fact that we're even talking about, Illuminati or MKUltra and lizard people. I mean, lizard people's the most likely because anybody with a tongue like that would probably be very interested. Listen, she's a girl. She was a girl who got a bunch of stuff she never had everything she'd ever wanted, right? And it's too much. All of a sudden, all these people there, it's pressure, man. It's pressure. I can handle that kind of pressure. An already mentally unstable girl with great ass probably has a hard time with that.
So knowing what you know now, would you go back in time and be a child star?
Fucking right, I would. I'll take all the molestings you can give me.
Man, and you know what? That's why people think it's tied into the Illuminati. Can you imagine what a young... nope.
No, you can't. And we can't on this show. We're getting canceled.
All right.
Let's go.
So, what if she was cloned? What if she was cloned, right? She escaped and the real Britney's still out there living in a bunker. Maybe she's with Tupac. While clones lip syncing.
Tupac's alive.
She's got caught lip syncing too, right? She had to be at least a decent singer because she cannot sing to save her fucking ass now.
So you remember back in the
freaking... Aguilera can still sing. Britney Spears cannot sing now.
Early 2000s, she wasn't the only one caught lip syncing. I mean, it was so many. There was so many that were doing, like, they go on their concerts and they wouldn't sing for real because it was too much work. Yeah.
Ashley Simpson.
Yeah. Listen, here, what if Britney is just, just lying low, living her life, doing her thing, rebuilding her life with her kids, staying sober? What about that? I mean, if you look, right, that clone stuff.
You can see what she's doing on Instagram.
It's just TikTok kids with way too much time, just like any other TikTok kid, man, scrolling through.
She's just butt-ass naked saying crazy things.
I like that about her. She's a lunatic. I like that. The crazier they are, the better they are in bed. Facts. That girl melt your brain.
She looks like she smells like cigarettes.
I mean, I don't mind. I smoke. You're not saying anything to turn me off, bro. You just actually, whoops, my zipper just fell down all by itself.
I remember when she was on Saturday Night Live, and
I remember that.
she was smoking Marlboro Lights, and I was like, well, Britney Spears smokes. And the reason I knew that is because everybody else that ever has a cigarette on Saturday Night Live is a Marlboro Red.
Ooh, good deductive skills.
Yeah, I was like, so she brought her own because they must just have had a pack laying around.
Listen, here's my thing. Head shaving. What's up with that? You know what I mean? What's up with head shaving? I don't get it. It's like airline food. Doesn't make sense to me.
In the nose piercing, the septum piercing there
Drives me crazy. But again, levels of crazy. So things that turn me on and they shouldn't, nose piercings, because I know you're a lunatic, right? I'm in. Dude, I'm a tourist. Red flags, boom, here I come, baby. More the merrier. Let's go.
Trey, you're blind to the truth because the last podcast on the left says that MKULTRA never died. It's pop stars. They're controlling every move.
The last podcast, that's where you get your news from the last podcast on the left. It's a satire. I mean, half the time they don't even make sense. MKUltra ended in the 70s. It was declassified. We have it all. The information's out there. They took the little black lines out. Britney's conservatorship was real oppression. Her dad took over her money. That's not a sci-fi plot. He made sure she didn't have shit. She made all this money and couldn't have it. I read her memoirs. I masturbated through them. She felt like a shadow of herself, man. That's a human, not a clone. Clones don't have feelings. If she was cloned, right? If she was cloned, though, send it over here. I'll take a clone. I'll take a Britney clone. I'm down for that. Why would cricketing me?
Well, folks, you need to protect your scalp from the New World Order with our next product, and it's a real game changer. We finally got a sponsor, Trey.
Sorry, I was holding my scalp.
And are you tired of Big Brother finally buzzing your brain like Britney's clippers?
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I want to introduce you to the Tinfoil Toupee 3000.
It's better than the 2000. I got that one.
It's 33% better.
Whoosh.
The ultimate headspace. It's the ultimate headspace defender. So what you do is you're just gonna whoosh this patented AI-proof wig blocking 5K, 5G blocker. Right. It also is the only product tested and retested because the results haven't been conclusive to block MKUltra waves.
Boink.
And also noisy propaganda drones. All right. It's powered by 2025's hottest meme tech. It's called the Neuralink hack. And it's got a built-in TikTok filter to make you look very demure, very mindful, while dodging the Illuminati.
Listen. First up, that's popping, okay? But before I even go any further, I want to say this reminds me of something I actually got in trouble for when I worked at this nameless call center, where I actually took somebody weekly and had them lay in a tub, told them that they could talk to me because they heard voices. Like, listen, I lay in the tub when I heard voices, and the porcelain blocks them out. Right, but listen, I'm holding the wig right here. It's made of Reynolds wrap. It's used Reynolds wrap, and it smells like depression. Boink, you know what I mean? It blocks nothing but your dignity. And a TikTok filter, you're just catfishing the CI.
It sounds like depression. These sounds sound like rejected RuPaul's Drag Race props. Boink! Like, why are you doing that, huh?
I don't know, bro. I just heard it once and I thought it was like, because you got like what's John Madden got boom or whatever, right? I'm gonna be boink. That's me.
Well,
like you're trying to catchphrase.
If you use the Tinfoil Toupee, it'll also block out Trey Todd's boinks at you. I saw a couple worn in the laundromat, very stylish. Block out the beams, live your dreams. Call today. 1-800-BALD-TRUTH. Save your scalp. Fanfare. Fanfare swells. It's so good. I love it. I love our fans. Let's
yeah, you three guys are awesome.
You got it. They're sitting here in the audience. Hey, yeah, that's good. So I called the Uber the other day because I accidentally locked my keys out of the car, and I had to call the Uber to bring me home. And I'm sick of getting my world views from Uber drivers. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you got an opinion on everything. I get in your car, it's not appropriate context to point your political views on me.
No, it was much better than the taxi drivers. All right, guys, it wasn't that good.
Yeah, it's like,
At least they were from another country. Most of the time it was India or something like that. So they had some weird shit to talk about, right? Now you just got over entitled friggin' yuppies, or not even Gen X, whatever they are, right? Just telling you stories that don't even make sense. They're sad now because their shoes didn't tie themselves. It's just, life's just tough.
Would you even want self-tying shoes?
No.
Why not? But, like,
Because half the time,
those are pretty cool.
half the time I tie my shoes too tight. And I got to loosen them up. Self-tying shoes, I feel like they would just be. It's like self-driving cars. That's just an awesome idea until it's not, right? Self-tying shoes tie themselves together. You don't realize it when you're sitting down. You stand up, boom, you fall.
Oh, what if you could have an AI automated haircut? Would you do it?
No, fuck, dude. AI is already to the point that it's starting to fuck us over. All right, it's already there. This is the stupidest thing ever. Like, you want to talk about AI? Nobody watched The Terminator. Nobody saw this. We know what's happening, and we're still giving ourselves away. We might as well just cut our own throats and bleed out. It's over.
If Britney Spears could license an AI version of herself from 2003 to come over and fuck your brains out.
Oh, I'd do it. I'm down for AI. AI is freaking awesome. AI is the best.
AI. See how cool AI is?
Well, no, I mean, it's only cool in that one scenario.
That's what it could do.
Or Taylor Swift. You know what I mean?
God, there's gonna be a point in time. I was thinking about this the other day. How come blowjob machines don't exist? Because it's
called a vacuum.
I know, but listen, how come there's not like a blowjob booth like on the corner? You go.
That's called a glory hole, dude. You don't get out enough.
No, I'm saying like there's soda machines. Let me pitch it to you.
All right, I'm down.
It's a booth you walk into. You lock the door. You bend over. You're at a slight angle. There's a hole in it. You put your dick in there, right? They got all these kinds of contraptions. You just pull it and suck on it, tug it, give you the milking of a life. You got a screen right there in front of yourself, right? And speakers are blasting Gary's Double Wash, and you just sit there and you watch whatever you want to do, and you just get the best suck job of your life. Now you put this out. How much do you think that would pay for it? Everything's clean, right? Everything's legal. There's no sex trafficking. There's no this. There's no that. How much would you pay if it's 100% clean, safe, secure, discreet? How much would you pay for that machine?
First off, you freaked me out when you said you bend over for the blowjob. That's a little weird.
No. So you like lay, you lay over it. You come over and it's like an angled thing where you just like you put your thing in and you just, you know what I mean? It's real nice.
How rough can you get with it?
You can do whatever you want. But
does it have eyes?
It's really designed. You know how the cows get milked? It's like that, but just like a really, really good one.
See, I don't know. I mean, I'd try it once, but I'd do it if it was like the free sample kind of thing.
So what's the price?
It's not an auto ship.
All right, yeah. So you get like 10. So what do you think the normal price would be?
I mean, BJ's aren't that. They shouldn't be that much, really.
$30.
Wow, that's cheap. I'm down
for like the best of your life, right?
You ain't ever getting me out of line now.
And we actually got a guy here who has that machine. Hey, it's me, Jerry.
Oh my God.
No, it's a different Jerry. It's not that other one.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm Jerry, the guy that owns the blowjob machine. I'm setting it out outside your double wash, and we're excited to announce this partnership. We're gonna call it the Trey Todd.
No, you're not. No, you don't want to put my name on the blowjob machine. I don't want to be on that. Why is my face on that? What are you guys doing right now?
It's not in it. The face isn't in it. You said you wanted your efforts to be more recognized here. You know, we put you at the beginning of the show. We're gonna name the blowjob machine after you. It's $30, quarters only.
Where did you get a picture of me open my mouth like that?
And the quarters take the quarters weigh 30 pounds. So you need $30 in quarters. So we're gonna need you, Trey, to go get some more quarters for the laundromat. You can test out the machine.
I don't know if I want to blow myself like you guys have this set up.
Do you know how much 30 quarters weigh?
I mean, not much.
A pound and a half, the same amount as my 24-inch penis.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah, so thanks, guys. You're going to get, Trey, you're going to get 1/3 of every blowjob, all right? So now it can be done in two ways. You can either take your $10 cash, or you can kick the guy out 3 minutes before he ends and use the rest of his time.
So I get to finish him up. I don't think I'm down for that.
And so you'll take the
could you imagine? Hold on, Jerry. I got a question for you. Like, you look like a guy of the world. Could you imagine just walking up, watching your buddy get a BJ, right? And right before he's done, you're like, hey, bitch, slap him and just take over?
There's a real classy booth. We're working on some standalone sections, like, it's in a private enclosed booth, right? We can make a $7. We can do this $7 with a 40% profit margin. We can supply a clean, healthy blowjob machine that doesn't have as much privacy. You know, someone's gonna have to put a little curtain up or something, but we're gonna target that for little airports, mom and pop diners. You know, you're at dinner with a wife, it's taking a little long. your server forgot one of the entrees, you tuck back to the back, $7, you get this little blowjob. And you know, if you got a nice place, fancy place, maybe you can see the kitchen, you can see your food getting made, you get a little sucked off, chicken fingers are done, you hit at the table, and you go out, you go home, everybody's happy.
Do you really think your wife was happy?
She doesn't know. Yeah, she doesn't know. So like, if you get a $7 clean, healthy blowjob,
$7 now?
$7 for these on private booths, for these little tiny ones. Like if you want the deluxe,
So it's not private, so I'm making eye contact with people when they eat. I'm down for that. I am so down. I'd pay more for that.
Okay, so you know, you can leave a tip.
I feel like that's worth more than the private BJ for me.
So no, but this is what I'm saying is it's like the perfect blowjob. It is AI just set to, you know what I mean? Why don't those machines exist, right?
You got me. You got me. America is a deviant enough country where I feel like it should.
It's easy enough to make, right? Like I understand, because the girls on ChatterBait and stuff like that, they have like the machines that blast them. Why in an airport?
I've seen those.
You're telling me in an airport, a businessman, right? You're gonna hide it in the back of VIP lounges. There could be a little, you know what I mean? We need to make sure that you don't get seen. We can be discreet.
I feel like this type of technology we could actually make portable, like small enough for you to put in your carry-on luggage.
No, but see, then you're weird, right? Because then you have to like get your things. Like if you just go sneak off to this machine, nobody has to know about it. You don't want to buy one. You don't want a transaction, and that's why it's only quarters. So the only way they're gonna know is if you show up to your flight to Fort Lauderdale with 2 pockets full of quarters. They're gonna know you're a freak.
No, yeah, they gotta have the change machine by the booth.
So I can have $60 worth of quarters, but I can't have a bottle of Dasani.
And that has what to do with the price of rice in China right now?
The price of tea in China. So that's what I'm saying is, don't you think it's ironic that, say if I flew out to test this blowjob machine and I took $90 in quarters and a bottle of Dasani to rehydrate myself, they let me get on the plane with the $90 in quarters, but not the Dasani.
So you know this isn't 1996, right? You can get something that'll accept bills.
No, we need it to accept quarters because the 30 quarters weighs 1.5 pounds, which is the size of my dick.
Your dick. What's up with that?
24 inches.
Did we just grow 2 inches this episode?
No, 24 inches. And we need to talk more about that. And speaking of talking more about that, we've got a man that comes in and he's got something heavy on his heart. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a tripod here. You know, I have the biggest dick, but there's 2 more dicks that are part of this, and I love them. You know, they're not very big dicks, but they're important.
And I've known Eugene for a long time. He is definitely a dick lover. Like, he loves the dicks.
And you know, I'm gonna go ahead and mute. We're just gonna go ahead and use this mute feature. Now what we're doing now? All right, I unmuted you. I had to do it once in the episode.
Boink.
All right. Hey man, I just want to come in and I speak for the entire Gary's Devil Wash crew. I mean it now, I'm serious. You need to stop the things. We need to apologize for our past episodes. We said some things that were out of pocket. Now it is true that I did build the Ark of Comedy stage out of Noah's Ark, and we're going to keep it. We're going to keep it just to show the world of our evil deeds. So now we hereby apologize for everything, and I've repented. And now what I want to do is I want to pray. Every episode what we're going to do is we're going to pray for these buffoons. All right, and I'm going to stick around here, and I'm going to make sure that, one, you guys fund this properly. We need to take your donations, all right? The Lord says you need to tithe. This here is a church of comedy. That God told me he wants you to donate. He wants you to give us money. I know God. I have a personal relationship with God.
Weren't you fired?
Trey Ty, can I get I was fired, and now I've changed my ways. I've repented, and I want to pray. I want to pray for Britney Spears. I want to pray for that young girl.
Can I just ask, because you're the man of cloth, right? I'm new to this. Does it just work that way? Like, I can do bad shit and be like, hey, I repent?
That's the power of Jesus.
All right, cool. I'll be right back, guys.
There's only 2 things I need: Jesus and big old bitches. All right, and then one of these things is gonna help me.
I think you're doing repent right now.
One of these things are gonna help me fuck the fattest bitches in the world.
No, there's definitely 2 repents coming out.
This podcast fame. No, I love it. I changed my ways. We don't want to be offensive. I'm going to tell you about a chance encounter I had on the train.
You know, calling them fat bitches is offensive, right?
I was on the train. These bitches love it, man. Listen, you ever listen to hip hop music? I say, oh, ho, suck my dick and blah, blah, blah. And they suck all up on it. All right? And women love being talked to like this. It's a new generation. I love the Lord. The Lord knows he loves me, but these tricks ain't right. Listen, Brother CB said it. These hoes ain't loyal.
Loyal.
Let me tell you right now. We were on the train, And I saw this woman, she worked there, and the guy looked at her and said, "Can I practice Chinese with you?" That was the most offensive thing I ever said in my life. And I said, "Jesus, I'm coming back to you. And I'm going to take those boys out to Gary's Devil Wash, and I'm going to tell them you shouldn't prey on dangerous things and dangerous people and people's pitties. Right? Just because that penis don't get hard doesn't mean you got to sell them a pill. Just because Britney Spears is crazy doesn't mean you got to make an episode about it. But we love everybody. We want to bring this to show you and tell you the message that some people will still jerk off to you women even if you shave your head.
That'd be me.
And Jesus loves you.
Every time I jerk off to it, I'm like, oops, I did it again.
Ladies and gentlemen,
is that a prayer?
bow our heads as we apologize for this episode and remind you that this was just satire. We're just lost souls trying to make it in this world. So until next time, remember.
This has been a Devil Wash production.
Okay.
This has been a Devil Wash production.